Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily is to cast 20 black or red spells, and to get that done, we're going to try out a Rakdos Reanimator deck. I've seen a lot of these, just like in recordings and outside of them, and I thought, you know what, finally, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Gave me a reason to actually craft the Ardyn, the Usurper cards. For whatever reason, I had never actually pulled any of him, so 4 rare wild cards down the hole right there, but for a relatively fantastic card. He is the centerpiece of this deck, mainly because of his ability Star Scourge. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If you exile a card this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 5/5 black demon, which works really well with the fact that demons you control have menace, lifelink, and haste. So naturally the idea is using your Zombify, using your Valgavoth's Faithful, using your Rakdos Joins Up to get Ardyn out on the field so that you can get all of these guys out on the field, including Overlord of the Boilerbilges, Trumpeting Carnosaur, Sin, Spira's Punishment, Zetalpa, Primal Dawn, Valgavoth, Terror Eater, and finally summon Bahamut. Yeah, so you get the idea. Using your multiple ways of reanimating to get your big guys out on the field. Of course, some of these are easier to cast without that than others. Overlord of the Boilerbilges and Overlord of the Balemurks can both be impended, which for Overlord of the Balemurk, that's what you're wanting to do, because you're wanting to get things into your graveyard as quickly as possible. To help facilitate that, we have Bitter Triumph. For when we destroy something, we can discard instead of taking 3 damage. Fear of Missing Out, Tersa Lightshatter. Those are our main ways, including Overlord of the Balemurk. Those are our main ways of getting cards into the graveyard that we can hopefully cheat out with Valgavoth's Faithful, Zombify, or Rakdos Joins Up. So, you get the idea? Yeah, you get the idea. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. The only problem I have with this deck is, like, if you're having a bit of bad luck with getting things into your graveyard, then this deck can be a bit difficult. You never want to have to rely on having enough land on the field to play your bigger stuff, but sometimes that's just how it happens. But let's give it a try, and win or lose, I'll definitely be holding on to this, because I've tried reanimation decks before. They work relatively well. Yeah, they tend to work relatively well, so. And already this is a decent. This is actually kind of a decent idea. We have Tersa Lightshatter, which we can play on turn 3 to send both of these guys to the back. Come on. That's gonna hurt. So, sadly, I don't actually have anything to send to my graveyard just yet. So what we're going to do, I don't have a way of pulling anything out, so we're going to go Trumpeting Carnosaur's ability, get rid of their Balemurk. Looks like we'll be doing that as well. I gotta get rid of that Chocobo. Yep, really? Jeez. Gotta get rid of the Chocobo before that can become a problem. Yeah. Not surprising. Out comes the Subterranean. Yeah, unfortunately, so far this match isn't going very well, just because I've not really played any creatures. That's not great, but go ahead and send you out. See, if I had more land, the Rakdos Joins Up would be great here. Yeah, I just need, if I can pull one more land, we can probably do something. Yeah, they're gonna drop the Chocobo again, right? Yeah. So we're gonna take another hit. The main reason I'm not blocking here, I do know what deck they're playing. I actually play this deck myself. It's one of my more favorite ones. Very difficult to deal with. Like, incredibly difficult to deal with. Land. Come on, untapped. Untapped land. Nope. Yeah, at this point it doesn't really matter. At this point it doesn't really matter. I don't see a way. Another Ardyn. We're just going to go ahead and say, good game, and concede here. Yes, I could have pulled another land, blocked with everything, and survived the upcoming turn. I just didn't really see a reason to keep going with that. Like, we had some stuff in the grave that could have messed up our opponent, but we didn't get a Zombify. If we had pulled a untapped land there, played Rakdos, I would have pulled my other copy of Ardyn out of the grave and then gotten a Zetalpa, 5/5 Zetalpa, right after. So, yeah, it is what it is, but I didn't really see the point in trying to, clear my field because I had to block everything and then hoping, I just didn't see it. And maybe that is exactly what would have happened, but I guess we'll never know. This I'm okay with because we can Bitter Triumph discard Valgavoth. We have options. Is what I'm trying. Ooh, right into a Zombify as well. Excellent. Yeah, sure. We'll take that back for some additional removal. Seriously. Though I admit, seeing two different lands go into the grave was very unfortunate. And Valg. Interesting. We're still going to go ahead and just get rid of that slasher. I can do a Zombify next turn. Bloodletter. Right. You gotta sacrifice 3 permanents to get rid of Valgavoth. Just remember that. So it means they can sacrifice their land if they do that, but they thought against it. Probably wise. So can I play that? Yes. Go ahead and do this all the way. Get rid of you. And oh, I can do a pain for this, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. It also makes it to where for me I can, you know, there's a few achievements that you can work on. The funny thing is, actually, hold on, timeout. If I had played Enduring Tenacity here, I could have, what would have happened here, I shouldn't have just gone right into my attack step. Playing Enduring Tenacity here would have made this 9 damage become 18, because lifelink, well, it didn't matter, actually. Bloodletter here would turn that into 18 anyway, so I was about to swing for victory there. Awesome. I'll take that. Oh, we actually got it right there. That Necro Mastery. But this is something different. Have a creature card with mana value 8 or greater enter from your graveyard. This is one I just hadn't gotten around to because I haven't played any Reanimator decks. And, you know, we pulled back Valgavoth, so fantastic. Very nice. That just leaves pay 200 life and win a game on the same turn you sacrifice 6 or more permanents. I just don't see that happening anytime soon. That has to be a very potent sacrificial deck, and I just don't have an idea for that. But anyway, I do think, and I kind of hate myself for this, but we are going to go ahead and wrap up here for today. Mainly because I don't, if we do another match, I get the feeling it's going to be a long one. And at the moment, I really do like this deck. We'll be without a doubt holding on to it. So next time we see some red and black daily quests, we'll probably use the Reanimator deck, and I'll mess around with it kind of on my own time. And I suggest you guys too. You guys do the same. It is a bit expensive in terms of like rares and mythics, so that is a bit of a barrier. I myself had to use up 5 rare mythics to get it. Didn't have any Ardyns, and I needed the Zetalpa. But other than that, I've been relatively lucky with some of the card draw, or some of the pack openings I had done to get the cards I needed. But if you have the wild cards to burn, Ardyn is a fantastic one. He's a fantastic one to use, but he really only ever sees use in reanimation decks, which, you know, that's his thing, right? So it makes sense to me. But if that's something you like and you're on the fence about crafting Ardyn, I'd say go for it, because he does seem like a great card. Didn't actually get to use him in this match, or in these matches, but I can already see where that would have been absolutely terrifying to have on the field for my opponent. And I've played up against enough people using Ardyn to know that yes, he is absolutely terrifying to go up against. But anyway, don't usually give a review of a deck like this. Tell me if you would prefer this every now and again for a new deck. Yeah, just let me know. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you do happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.